I'm Dennis Wiggins. I'm one of your hosts for Wine Design, which is the event we're going to be having. This all started out of a conversation about John Maida. The idea was, how can we create a tasting that was a metaphor for design? This is a wine tasting as a metaphor for design. John Maida distilled down into 10 simple pieces what elegant design really is. And we're going to be talking a little bit about that. Design, the whole idea behind design is to make it simple and easy to understand. It's a regional wine and food tasting. And what I'd like to do is I'd like to have y'all come in and taste wine in an atmosphere that's going to allow you to be prepared as best as possible when you come, to have fun. That's the most important part here. When you taste wine, what you're going to be doing is you're going to be looking at the color of the wine. You're going to be smelling the wine. You're going to smell the aromas. Then you're going to sip just a little bit. When you sip, this is one of the most important things to enjoyment of wine, to really kickstart your enjoyment of wine. Hold it in your mouth for a minute. Add air. The whole idea here is to aerate the esters and aldehydes. Those are the things, those are the fruit flavors that show up. Those are the herbal flavors that show up. Those are the other flavors that show up. Air is going to allow this wine to now move into your nose, so you can smell it while you taste it. It'll also warm it, and as it warms, you'll see a change in transition. New flavors will show up, and some flavors will fall into the background. Then you'll swallow the wine. Now, when you swallow the wine, there'll be a finish. Is it going to be long or short? All that wine that's been sitting in your mouth now just explodes with flavor, and you get a nice long finish. This can take 30, 40 seconds to a minute of holding it in your mouth and then swallowing. And you can actually experience the finish linger for 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes. It's an amazing thing, and I want you to enjoy every bit of this tasting. You're going to be moving around the room from table to table. We're going to start from light and white and finish with heavy and red. And in the very end, we're going to do dessert wines. You're going to be able to taste regional foods along the way as you go. And you'll be able to compare whether it works with that wine or it doesn't work with that wine. One of the things you'll be doing is you'll be filling out a little pad and then hand it in. That's totally anonymous. And we're going to take that information. At the end, we're going to talk about it. Because everybody's a little different. So it's going to be real interesting to see, where we have commonality, where we all agree, and where we don't. But then you also get to see, at the very end, which wines you were tasting. Which are the North Carolina wines? Which are the other wines? How well did North Carolina wine stand up to other wines from around the world? Which wines work best with the foods? It seems that wines and cheeses, or wines and foods that are grown in the same area or produced in the same area, tend to go best with each other. So we're going to be looking at that aspect of it. So I hope that you understand a little bit better about what we're going to do with this tasting. And don't forget, the most important thing is to come and have fun.